And welcome to Workout from Home number 33 here at the Four Bells Fitness Emporium. Today it is leg day in the gym, more specifically squat day with a side order of booty or glutes or whatever you want to call it, whatever's going to get you to be that Instagram model that you always wanted to be. This is a good day for you. We're going to start off with our warm-up today. We're going to do some down dog toe taps, stretching out the posterior chains, we're looking through some rotation through the thoracic spine. From there into some single leg glute bridging, getting the glutes activated before we squat. And from there, some wall facing squats, which is similar to squatting mechanics, but it's really a little warm up and mobility drill to look at hip flexion, how well we close the hip, as well as thoracic extension, how well we can keep our chest up. So when it comes to down dog toe taps, what do I really need? I need to be in a downward facing dog position, and I'm going to tap my toe, opposite hand to opposite toe. So that means if I'm in my downward facing dog position, easy way to get in there is hands directly below the shoulders, knees directly below the hips. I'm going to dig those toes in, and then from here just straighten out the legs and push the hips to the ceiling. So I'm trying to open the shoulders as well as drive the heels down. And from here I'm just going to touch the toe, replace the hand, touch the toe, replace the hand, and touch the toe. That's what we're going to do for 10 reps or 5 per side. From there I flip-a-roo onto my back. I need the legs to be fairly close to the bum, sorry, the heels to be pretty close to the bum. From here I'm going to drive my elbows into the floor, or you can have your hands flat, whatever feels best for you. I'm going to take one leg straight, and I'm trying to drive the heel to the ceiling as I squeeze the glute on this side. I'm going to do 5 reps on one leg, and then from there, switcheroo with the leg, 5 reps on the other side, always squeezing that glute as I do my glute bridges. Last but not least, wall-facing squat. You need a wall. If you don't have a wall, use a cabinet. If you don't have a cabinet, use a door frame. The idea is we're trying to stay as upright as possible. So I could start with my feet maybe a few inches away from the wall. And again, the intention is not to headbutt the wall. I keep the chin up, nose up, and I'm going to lead with the hips as I extend through the thoracic spine, the upper back. Bring the bum to the ball under control. And from there, we stand back up. Control down, touch the bum to the ball, and stand back up. If that's pretty easy for you, you can of course move the feet a little bit closer. If that's super easy for you, we can even grab a PVC pipe and go overhead. So down dog toe touches, 5 per side for 10 total. From there into glute bridges, 5 per side. Excuse me. And last but not least, wall facing squats for 5 reps. We are doing that for 3 total rounds. The strength piece on leg day is fairly straightforward, guys. We have 5 sets. Each set is 3 minutes long, split into 2 90-second windows of time. So in each 90 seconds, I have some work to do. In my first 90 seconds, it's going to be those squatting mechanics we spoke about today in some kind of front-loaded squat. We'll be doing that for 10 reps at a 3-3-x1 tempo. What does that mean? Well, it means when we're going through our 10 reps today, if you know anything about tempo and how it is written, you know that the first 2 numbers or letters are going to be the eccentric or the lowering phase, followed by the 2 second numbers or letters being the concentric or the lifting phase. So as tempo was originally written with squatting in mind, we know that when we start squatting, we start standing, we lower ourselves down. We'll be going down for 3 seconds, take a 3-second pause, we then explode up and then give ourselves a second before we come into the next rep. Once my first 90 seconds is done and my front squats are done, we're then going to come into our second 90 seconds where we're going to do some low side stepping, as Coach Ben likes to call it, or what we sometimes call monster walks. Basically some lateral walking, which is going to work on hip abduction and glute activation. So there's no prescribed amount of reps or distance. The idea should be that we're trying to keep it pretty even. So that means if I'm taking 5 steps in one direction, I should come back in 5 steps so I don't just develop one giant arse cheek, which would be funny to look at, but maybe not so good functionally. When it comes to squatting today, as I said, some kind of front-loaded squat. So if you have a squat rack and a barbell, you could do a front squat with a barbell. You could do an Olympic front rack, do the Arnold style. If you have 2 dumbbells, you could do double front rack with dumbbells. You could get into a kettlebell goblet squat, which is what we're going to talk about right now. So, because of the amount of added time under tension, that 3-second descent, that 3-second pause, don't expect to start off super heavy today. Of course, if you have the resources and you can go heavier, you should. So when it comes to our goblet squat, if I can, the idea with any front-loaded squat is to keep a vertical torso position. So I set the feet up into my squat stance. From here, it will be 3, 2, 1, and then 3, 2, 1 at the bottom, and we come up as fast as possible. Take a second, take a breath, whatever you need. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, and then fire it up as fast as we can. From there, once we've done our 10 front-loaded squats, we're going to get into that low side step in. Get your hip circle, booty band, whatever you want to call it. We step in. I'm always worried one day I'm going to do this and fall over while we're filming. I'm going to have the hand just above the knee. I'm going to have my stance wider than I normally do for my squat, driving the knees out into the band, keeping the chest up. I'm going to take some slow steps. And as I said, across the 45 seconds, I'm trying to even it out. So if I take 4 steps in one direction, let's try and go back and balance out the amount of reps that we are doing across our strength piece today. So, 10 front-loaded squats at a 3-3-XO tempo, and then to 45 seconds of low side step in. We are doing that for 5 sets today. Conditioning piece for workout number 33 is pretty straightforward. We have 4 1-minute stations that we are going to go through 4 times. So it's going to be a 16-minute conditioning piece today. In each minute, we are doing 40 seconds of work, 40, followed by 20-second transition onto the next exercise. So the idea is that it's a little bit of a muscular endurance piece. We're doing 2 exercises that work on leg strength, and particularly unilateral or single limb leg strength, combined with some abdominal work today in 2 different styles as well. One of them being a hip flexor dominant ab piece, and the other one being some isometrics in the form of side planks. So, as we go through all these 4 exercises, let's talk about pistols first. So, to be able to do alternating pistols standing on the floor with nothing around you is a very big ask for a lot of people. So what I would say for the majority of people, unless you're an absolute pistol ninja, is maybe have some straps to assist you as you do your pistols. So the TRX is a great way to do it. You get to hold on with your handles. And all I would do is just sit back and let the arms assist you in some of the stability that you're doing. So that means from here, I'm just going to pistol down, stand up, switch the leg, and of course when we're doing our pistol squats, it's just making sure that when I come into that bottom position, I'm not leaning back with a vertical shin. I want to try and get that shin into that squat position as much as possible. So as I said, going from one leg to the other, that's what we should be going back and forth with pistols today. Leg raises, super simple, but they can be made a little bit harder depending on where your hands are relative to where your legs lever from, if that's the correct way of saying it. Either way, I get a nice little rest. I get to lay down for a second before the fun begins. I take my hands, put them underneath my bum, and I'm just going to pull the legs up to the ceiling, heels to the ceiling, and then heels come down, ideally without touching the floor. I raise up, come down, and then from there, if that's too easy, you can bring the hands out to the side, which of course decreases our leverage added on by the hands, and we can do that for our leg raises. Hands under the bum, or hands under the floor, pretty straightforward. Leg raises. Cossack squats are a fantastic exercise that demonstrates a huge amount of active mobility and flexibility at the same time. So very much like the pistol, a big issue with the Cossack squat is, can I get into position in the first place? So let's talk about what happens if we can get into position, and then let's talk about how to make it easier if we can't. So first of all, Cossack squats. I want to be super wide, Jean-Claude Van Damme style if I can, and the idea is to push the hips across and then back and down. So that means as I reach across with the hip, I'm going to come down into that low squat position. I want to make sure I close the ankle, close the knee, close the hip. Can I keep the chest up? From here, how much flexibility do I have through the adductor and the hamstring, and can I keep the torso up? So if I can in my Cossack squats, can I go from side to side as I perform my Cossack squats? If the answer is no, then maybe we'll use our TRX again, just like we did in pistols, to assist us. Set the stance up, and all I'm going to do is shift across, use the arms to stabilize me, and go from side to side in our Cossack squats, making sure that we use the arms as little as possible. Final exercise in our conditioning piece is the side plank. So with the side plank, it's all about finding out what is the best position for you to start off with. The side plank, not only great for strengthening the lateral chain, the side of the body, and the deep abdominal wall, the transverse abdominis, Also really good at working on shoulder stability, as we have to stabilize one shoulder with probably about 60% of our body weight. So depending on where we start, do I want the feet stacked on top of each other? Do I want one foot in front of the other? Do I want to be on the elbow? Do I want to be on the hand? We need to kind of work out what works best for us. So either way, when I'm doing my side plank, I want to bridge up, hips to the ceiling, and try and get the body in a nice straight line. We're trying not to lean forwards or roll forwards. I'm trying to keep that shoulder back. So of course, if that's pretty easy, and I want to go onto the hand, feel free to do so, but I need to be straight down from the shoulder again, keeping that body in a nice straight line. So, with our exercises today, I'm spending 40 seconds doing pistols, alternating between legs, 20-second rest. I'm then going into leg raises for 40 seconds before then transitioning to Cossack squats, and from there going into the side plank. So as we do 4 rounds today, you're going to do each side twice. We're going to alternate with that side plank in each different round. That's our conditioning piece for workout 33.